it's Miss A, got a lot to say on all the things we go through within the day. Politics, dating, recipes, traveling, and yep, of course, I'm the karaoke queen. I take no L's, I'm always booking flights. This is my lovely lunatic Leo life. Kaboom! Guess who stepped in the room? This is my lovely lunatic Leo life. Kaboom! Guess who stepped in the room? The one and only VSG. Hello y'all, welcome. I'm 1 week post-op and I'm at the doctor's office for my 1 week post-op appointment. Y'all, if I tell you what I've been through this last week, I'll share with you later, but we're going to hear about what this doctor has to say. On the 23rd, I was 281 pounds. My surgery was on September 27th. And here we are a week later, October 4th, and I am at 267 pounds. So that was pretty quick. I've been feeling like crap. I guess I was feeling sorry for myself.
First of all, listen. It's only 1 week. Don't forget. It's not even a full week already. Okay, so you got to give it a little time. Okay, you had big surgery. Okay, so let's make sure you stay hydrated. If you don't, you call me and we'll get you some fluids over there. Okay. I'm going to see you back in a couple weeks. I'm going to make sure the dietitian reaches out to you so you go progression of your diet. Okay. And you look good.
Thank you. That's what she was telling me, but I guess it's a mental thing I'm going through. Luckily, I got a therapist just for this, so.
No, you look perfect.
And one other thing, I don't feel any pain anywhere in my stomach, but I notice like when I walk or bounce, it feels a little queasy, like it makes me feel a little nauseous.
Like I said, that's just at the beginning. Okay. Everything else will be fine. Okay, follow me. We're going to get you back in 3 weeks. See you, everybody. She's doing fine. We just got to get through the first week and we'll be good.
Alright guys, so I just finished my first week pre-op appointment. I'm down 14 pounds. I will say it hasn't been easy, but it's great because the doctor told me I look great. My wounds are healing perfectly. The glue was coming off. Luckily, he didn't stitch, so I actually haven't felt any pain in my incisions or my stomach since the surgery. I did have to go to the ER 4 days after surgery, which was actually 2 days after I left the hospital because I was having shortness of breath and painful breathing. Like I felt it in my chest and in my back, but they did a CAT scan, they did x-ray, they did blood work and an EKG. Everything was fine. I am a little dehydrated. It's hard for me to drink at least 20 ounces and they want me to drink 64 ounces a day. Honestly, when I drink, I feel so much pain here. He says everything is still swollen, so I'm still healing and it should pass. But other than that, honestly, I have not been walking as I should. So I'm going to try to do a little bit more walking. My insides kind of feel a little wobbly when I walk, but it's not painful. It's just like an annoyance. And that's what it's been like for the first week. To be down 14 pounds in a week is kind of amazing. It makes it all worth it. But I will tell you, yesterday I went down a rabbit hole because I found out Chipotle has brisket beef burritos. I love brisket. I love burritos. I love Chipotle. So that sent me down a rabbit hole. I started watching mukbangs of people eating burritos. I went on the Chipotle Instagram, saw the video about this fucking burrito. I've been going crazy. Then I started looking at other mukbangs and I'm just driving myself crazy. I do want to be alone. A lot of people have been calling me and checking on me and supporting me, and I appreciate it. People want to come visit, but I'm really not in the mood, so I'm just keeping to myself, working on projects that I need and have been needing to work on. So it's kind of like a self-discovery. I'm going to try to stop feeling sorry for myself. I have another post-op appointment in 3 weeks with the dietitian and the surgeon. I actually had a dietitian appointment today virtually, and I told her that I couldn't sip liquid, so she told me she will call me tomorrow separately because it was like a group. So she didn't advance me to the second bariatric stage. So I'm still on the liquid diet. Hopefully tomorrow we can resolve everything. I did find out it's easier for me to drink Gatorade than it is to drink water, and I just started being able to eat ice chips, so I'm going to try to do ice chips from now on. I haven't done soup, or I tried Jell-O, didn't really work. I haven't been on my protein shake, which is another reason why I have to speak to the dietitian separately tomorrow. This protein shakes took me like 3 hours to finish, 6 ounces, and it was making me nauseous. So when I went to the emergency room, the doctor said to just hold off for a little bit. So I'll try it again today. Maybe tomorrow, because it's already midday and I should have had 2 by now. So I'll try it tomorrow with a protein shake. It was a little too heavy with almond milk, so I just used water, which was much better, but it still was making me queasy. So we'll see. So this is the first week post-op appointment. You saw what the surgeon said. I'm doing perfect. And it's funny because even though I'm feeling sorry for myself and feeling miserable for a little bit, the doctors are like, you look amazing, you look great, and blah, blah, blah. You're just so happy. I'm like, oh. Like, I want to cry, but it's like trying to force myself to cry just to feel bad for myself. So it's not easy. We will go through it. I'm still craving foods. Mentally, I'm not ready yet. My lips are so bad because I'm so dehydrated. They mentioned if I get any more dehydrated, then I should go to the ER to get some fluids. But the ice chips and the Gatorade did help me. Again, like I said, it's easier for me to drink Gatorade than water. For some reason, the water really hurts my chest. Like, it feels like gas bubbles playing games in my chest, or like someone's blowing a balloon in my chest. That's what the pain I actually feel. So far, it's only been a week and I'm just jumping the gun. I'm just an impatient person. I don't like to wait that long. So I want this pain to be over with. I want to be able to eat that brisket burrito. If I have to, I'll go and get it and put it in my freezer for the next 3 months, okay? Hey everybody, welcome. All right, so I am officially in the 3rd week of having my gastric sleeve. I had it September 27th. Actually, tomorrow starts my 3rd week. And so far, I'm down 28 pounds. Now, I just wanted to let you know the things I've been through the last 3 weeks. I will be vlogging about it every week, about what's been happening. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page, and make sure you share it with others who are going to be going through the same journey as us, or have been going through and don't know how to cope. Like something like this is a 32 ounce bottle. I could finish that in 1 day, no problem. I could finish 2 of these in 1 day before surgery. After surgery, it takes me almost all day to finish 1. I wasn't getting my intake of liquid in, the 64 ounces. Even drinking shakes was hard for me. This is one. Even now, it makes me a little nauseous. My mouth was so dry. Like, I suffered. I cried to myself. Even my boyfriend, I let him come once for the weekend. We did have a little sex, but that was uncomfortable too. Like, my insides, every time I moved, my insides didn't hurt, but it felt like it was just like jumbling around or something like that, you know? So it was an uncomfortable feeling. Turning from side to side on my bed, I had to do it very slowly. That was also uncomfortable. Now I could take 3 gulps and not feel the pain. However, I do feel a little gas here in my chest. Like, I have to burp. The week after surgery, I had to speak with my dietitian. She kept me on the liquid diet because I wasn't getting enough nutrition, meaning the protein drinks and the liquid. So I was on liquid diet for 2 weeks. Then she advanced me to the next stage, which I kind of felt uncomfortable and uneasy going to the next stage, because even Jell-O was hard for me to swallow. So I stayed kind of on the liquid diet for like 2.5 weeks. I did start having some tomato soup, which from Whole Foods is freaking delicious. I never really liked tomato soup, but this is really good. And butternut squash soup, that kind of made me nauseous, so I stopped that. Now, here's some tips before surgery. Just so you know, I spoke to a lot of different women who had the surgery. Being that I'm so open and transparent with it and posting it on my social media, my lovely lunatic Leo life, and Miss A loves to travel, it's M-I-S-S-A. I found that a lot of them said that, you know, it's a lot of mental stress and everything like that, which I kind of figured. So a month before the surgery, I did get or maybe 2 months before the surgery, I started working on getting a therapist. Luckily, I found a therapist a month before surgery. So by the time surgery came, we had a rapport. And that's helped me a lot. Even though I'm still learning to open up to her, that did help me a lot, because things I was feeling, she let me know it's okay to feel that way, but just don't dwell on it. I'm still feeling something from drinking that water, so hopefully that'll go away. But I just was sad about everything, and I'm a drinker. I did an IGTV on my Instagram, my lovely lunatic Leo Life, about trying to stop drinking a month before surgery because I thought I would have withdrawals and I felt like I was an alcoholic. I literally drank every single day. So I said a month before surgery I'm gonna stop alcohol. That lasted 4 freaking days. But surprisingly, since the surgery, I have not craved alcohol. I haven't wanted it. And I really feel like it's because I'm still having trouble swallowing. You know what I mean? So I'm not even thinking about that. Disclaimer, y'all, this is a picture of the inside of my stomach. If you're not ready to look, turn away. But he gave me a picture of the inside of my stomach after the staple line, which is really interesting. Now, another thing, I'm a foodie. I freaking love food. So before surgery, I was always going through mukbangs and eating ASMRs, okay? If you don't know what that is, take a listen. This is what I tortured myself with watching people eat, okay? And it was just stupid. The sounds of them chewing, like I tortured myself for 2 weeks watching this. I'm still trying to stop watching it. But at first, the first week watching them eat, it really, honestly, the only time I felt some type of way is when they gulped a icy cold drink with ice in it. And I'm not like, I don't need ice in my drink, but they just gulped it down, and that made me cry because I wasn't able to do that in the first week. I'm trying to stay away from that. I'm trying to keep myself occupied to stay away from watching people eat. It's a real thing. Like, sometimes I'm ashamed to say it kind of tingles my later parts. No, for real though, like sometimes I get a little horny watching this. It's true. Like, I don't know if it's the sounds of them eating or I don't know what it is, but I'm weird like that. I'm telling you. Anyway, but the surgery is no joke. Some people refer to it as a small surgery. And so that's what I kept thinking. It was a small surgery. I didn't really make it seem like a big deal, but it is a big deal. And it's a whole lifestyle change. You may want nothing more than to eat. I still have my old mentality watching these people eat freaking double cheeseburgers. And I'm like, oh, I want a cheeseburger so bad. But I got to learn to change my mentality now that my stomach has changed. I am 3 weeks tomorrow and I'm down 28 pounds. And I feel good. I haven't been walking as much. I mean, I've been walking, but there's days I just feel so weak because I haven't taken my vitamins yet. And when I was in the hospital for 2 days, they gave me 3 shots a day in my stomach. Girls, ladies, gentlemen, you just had surgery. They trimmed your stomach away. You're not going to feel these shots. I am a fraidy cat. I'm terrified of pain, scared of everything. I was scared at first when they first told me about the needle, but it didn't hurt at all. It was a little needle. You'll be fine. And they did that just so you don't have any blood clots, I guess, in your stomach. But other than that, I can see my neck again. I got 1 double chin instead of 2. All right, my stomach is slimming down. I went out for the first time after surgery and everybody was in your face. That's another thing, guys. You know, some people are uncomfortable with a lot of people in your face. I'm a Leo. Sometimes I love the attention. But it was kind of a bit overwhelming where everyone's like, oh my God, you're looking good, girl. You lost some weight, girl. And this is only the beginning. It's only been 30 pounds. When I get down to my goal, I have 70 more pounds to go. That's going to be overwhelming. Somebody told me I should have a party. And I haven't even I have only been 3 weeks in. I haven't even gotten to the food part. I know that's going to be tough when I can't eat certain foods that I'm used to eating, or if it hurts to eat. So it's going to be layers to these things. We just got to be patient, and I am very impatient. So it's going to be a learning lesson, and it's something that I'm willing to work on, and I'm looking forward to. And I'm looking forward to the support. One thing I wish people would stop saying to me is, I hope you don't get too skinny. I mean, I don't want to get too skinny. I want to be slim thick. I was 281 pounds before surgery. Well, that was my surgery weight, 281. And my goal weight is 180. I do want to lose a little bit more in case I do get pregnant afterwards. And that way I can bounce back to 180 after the baby, hopefully. That's the way I'm thinking. But I just want people to stop saying, I don't want you to get too skinny. Because if I do get too skinny and I'm hearing that, girl, you're too skinny, that's going to piss me off. You know what I'm saying? So for those of you guys who are supporting people who are having the surgery and who are there for them, please watch what you say. To you, might not be something big. To them, it could be a big deal. And you did all this surgery for yourself and for other people's opinions. We got to have tough skin too, because you're going to get it regardless. So I just want to say to y'all, stay strong, keep hydrated, which I'm taking the lesson for myself because I'm a bit effed up. Cold water tastes so good. Keep hydrated, take your vitamins. I'm about to go get mine, have some tomato soup. And yeah, keep following me. This is Miss A, and this is my gastric sleeve journey, and I want you to follow it. If you have any suggestions, leave a comment below. I'll answer them. If you have anything helpful for me that'll help me in the future, I'm open to any ideas and suggestions. Thank you. This is my lovely lunatic Leo life, the one and only Miss A. Peace.